Ladies and gentlemen of Big Blue Nation, Kentucky basketball just scored 118 points while whooping Marshall on a Friday night, and it was about as much fun as we've had in several years watching this team. Drew Wagner on fire, Rob Dillingham doing Rob Dillingham things, Reeves hitting threes. I mean, when you score 118 points, everyone's scoring well. But I think the real story, at least it is the real story, DJ Wagner. 3 games ago, takes a little step. Last game takes a big step. This game, an enormous step. He scored 50 points this week, Jack Pilgrim, in 2 games. DJ told everyone to shut up about those first 3 games. He has arrived, and he is Kentucky's point guard.
Yeah, Calipari said that he had the weight of the world on his shoulders, that he was very clearly playing without house money. That's kind of been Cal's go-to quip in the last couple weeks. DJ Wagner came in as the chosen one, Cal's chosen one, Nike's baby. I couldn't imagine being the 3rd generation Wagner with all of the pressure coming at the University of Kentucky, expected to be the star and then struggle initially. That's a lot of weight to put on your shoulder. That's a lot of pressure. But to his credit, he has responded with a 22-point effort and then a career-high 28 points on efficient scoring. He was unbelievable defensively as well, really passing the ball. This was kind of the vision that we had for him. He is never going to be a true catch-and-shoot elite 3-point jump shooter. That's not his game. That's never been his game. But when he gets downhill and he attacks and he finishes at the basket, a couple with his right hand for a change.
Hey.
He's been going with his left. We saw a couple with his right. That's him at his best, and we're finally starting to see things click for him. And when things click for DJ Wagner with everything else kind of working in perfect harmony and unison outside of DJ Wagner, you get 118 points.
10 of 14 from the field tonight, 2 of 5 threes. But I want to brag about his free throw shooting because it's clear he's going to have the ball late in games. Cal even said it Monday night. Last week he went 7 for 8 from the foul line in a close game in overtime when his teammates weren't making free throws. They were even fouling to put Kentucky on the line, and he hit all but 1. Tonight, 6 of 7. Wagner's proving he can get to the line, he can make shots, he can be trusted, and that's on top of everything else Jack Pilgrim just said. A great night from him. Adam, you were up there raving just because it's the first time you've seen these guys in person. DJ, Rob, everyone included, just how fun was it to see a team? You, I'm sure like every other UK fan out there, wanted to see some offense after the last couple of years. You saw a lot of offense tonight.
A lot of offense. It was just so much fun, just in general. People on the court were having fun. People in the fans were having fun. Maybe a certain guy in the media box was having a great time. It was just great. But what really stuck out to me, though, seeing these guys in person, was how it just kind of confirmed everything that we sort of knew and thought about these guys coming into it. Rob is as shifty in person, if not way shiftier than what you see on TV. His ability to just electrify the entire arena every time he touches the ball is just fun. Reed plays like it's his 105th game in Rupp Arena, not his 5th game. Just his poise and just demeanor is just something. It's just something really to behold. And you combine that with with the dude's hustle. You got Trey's importance in terms of just going 8 for 15. And hitting all those kind of mid-range shots that you don't just typically love, but he's hitting those from the free throw line extended. It was really just great to see, and you can tell just the entire theme of this year has been really summed up tonight that I saw, and that's just fun.
Yeah, incredibly fun. I'm looking at assist to turnover ratio. I think they're 6th nationally or something coming into this game. First in the SEC tonight. 27 assists, 9 turnovers. That's crazy. I think they were averaging 8, 1 over the average, whatever. You got 27 assists, scored 118 points, you can have 9 turnovers. Broke some records, the most in Rupp Arena, 69 points in the first half. Flirted with the all-time record for points in a single game. Adam and I stepped out to get in the elevator. Him being new, we wanted good seats for John Calipari, but tell us what we missed when Joey Hart launched a 3 and the crowd went wild as we're in the concourse listening.
So he checks in with 3 minutes and change, and he has a play drawn up for him and passes up the shot, and everybody's like, bro, this is your one chance to do what scoring 2,000 points in high school. Shoot the damn ball. That's the one thing that we brought you in to do. Go make a shot. They finally did it. Final minute, 40 seconds left on the clock. 115. So the record under John Calipari had been 115, that Arizona State game down in the Bahamas. He gets the corner 3 shot, lifts, hits it in the crowd. You cannot believe just how loud and electric the crowd was, because it was like You missed on your first opportunity, you pass it up, and then you got it again. He hits it. Joey Hart breaks the Kentucky all-time single-game scoring record under John Calipari. Like that.
Hold on, slam dunk champion Joey Hart breaks all-time scoring record.
It's just so cool. And Cal said after the game that he got a big, Gatorade shower after the game, and people were excited for him. And I asked Rob Dillingham just what. You get to see the work that he puts in to get to this point. What is that like? He's like, man, he scored 2,000 in high school for a reason. We know he can make shots. He's done that 1,000 times in practice. We knew he was going to convert on that opportunity. It's good for him to get that moment when everybody else is playing unbelievably. It's awesome that even Joey Hart can kind of get his time in the spotlight.
Yeah, we're raving about all these freshmen, Joey Hart, Wagner going off, Dillingham being Dillingham. Trey Mitchell and Antonio Reeves just keep doing them. I mean, let's see, 23 for Reeves, 18 for Mitchell. Reeves 5 of 7 for 3. He went 3 for 3 in the last game. Mitchell 1 for 4 tonight, but he hit his first one. Top of the key, money, swish. We saw 2 of those in overtime Monday night. Those guys are just steady at the three-point line. I don't know where this team would be without Trey Mitchell. But again, the veterans, we keep talking about the freshmen, but the veterans just keep coming through too.
Yeah, God bless Bobby Huggins, right? I mean, it's it's just every single time that Trey Mitchell gets the ball, you just kind of feel like, well, he's definitely not going to make a mistake, whatever he does. And then with Reeves, he was warming up individually about an hour or so before the game, and I'm pretty confident he did not miss a shot. So you could tell he was just on. Him and Reed both just were unbelievable in just watching those guys warm up and work. And they carried over in the game. Those guys just, every time they go up, it just looks so pure. It's like it's going in every time. And the reason why it looks like that is because most of the time it does, and they did tonight. Combined, Reeves was 5 of 7 from 3. And then Shepard was 2 of 3. I mean,
yeah,
you get
filling up too.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't look for his shot as much. Made a few threes in the second half, just so people wouldn't keep that narrative going from the last game, I think. And again, just it's a lot of fun.
You mentioned the warm-ups. Some big news. Aaron Bradshaw warmed up. As good as it was to see Reeves, everybody lighting up in no warm-up, seeing Aaron Bradshaw actually hold a basketball wearing athletic gear, that was cool. He was on the court with John Welch 2.5 hours before the game. After the game, Coach Cal said, I don't know, when asked when he'll play. Kind of don't blame him. If you don't know, I mean, the timetables get a little confusing. He was like, he'll play when he plays, but it certainly looks like Bradshaw's close. Jack and I are both looking at that Penn game, being kind of a homecoming close to Camden. So it was exciting seeing Bradshaw. But then there's also the other big man update, more of a negative. Big Z, my man, I don't know if it's our American cuisine, Thanksgiving or what, but he is sick again, this time with a 104-degree fever, according to John Calipari. Doesn't seem like the Big Z situation is getting closer and closer. He might be going the opposite direction. Cal even said in his post-game comments, listen, if he does get eligible, I don't even know what to expect of this guy at this point. I mean, I moved on weeks ago. Does the entire Big Blue Nation just need to move on and just we're Bradshaw focused and getting him healthy and Big Z surprise us?
Yeah, I feel like there's a joke to be said there, the 104 fever with 118 points. Like, had we scored 104, I feel like it's too on the nose. But Cal then said during post-game that we did get some practice time with both Big Z and Aaron Bradshaw on the floor, and he played them together with Jordan Burks at the 3. So there was this quote from Dan D'Antoni after the game that said, listen, I like good basketball. They're playing the way you should. It's fun. It's entertaining, good for the fans, win or lose. It's fun to watch. I love Jordan Burks. He's been terrific given the circumstances in his role. Big Z sounds fun. The idea of him sounds great. Aaron Bradshaw, we got to see a little bit tonight what he looks like. Jump shot looks pure. It's awesome. 2 7'2" guys in the lineup together is scary, but please, no. Just no. Trey Mitchell has to be on the floor. Whatever idea you have about this, please don't do it. 118 points is a blast. Don't make us fall back on, don't make us revert and get pissy and upset about how the rest of the season unfolds. It's been so fun through 6 games. Just let us keep this, please.
What did Coach D'Antoni say from Marshall? His press conference was amazing. Of all the fun we had here tonight, I had just as much fun listening to Marshall's coach. We had a great line about Kentucky's offense that I think everyone in the room was like, yes, more. What was it about? I think you have it in front of you.
Yeah, I like good basketball. They're playing the way you should. It's fun. It's entertaining, good for the fans. Win or lose, it's fun to watch.
He also said you can thank my brother for how you play offense. So of course his brother, the NBA great Mike D'Antoni, famous for the great Suns offense back in the mid 2000s. So evidently we can thank his brother for all the great offense we're seeing from Kentucky this year.
I think
Yeah,
we
he said
got
I
it.
like this, not sumo wrestling in basketball. And I agree. For the fan, he said it was fun. Win or lose, it's fun. Exactly. We've said fun 100 times tonight. That's the point of sports.
He said John Welch, I think he gave a shout out to John Welch, I believe, in that. He said he worked with my brother at one of the 1,000 NBA stops that John Welch said, but it's kind of gave a shout out to John Welch for kind of putting this poetry in motion. So that's fun.
Well, we're enjoying this poetry and the poultry. Chicken was great. You should see Jack's picture. It actually looked horrible. But on Tuesday, we got Miami coming. Competition gets serious here in Rupp Arena. We don't know what we'll have from Bradshaw, but we know we watched a very fun basketball team that can shoot the lights out, and we cannot wait to see what's next for them. We're going to sign off here from Rupp Arena. Got Drew, Jack, and Adam in his debut. He did great, everyone. Everyone write a comment, like, subscribe, comment about how awesome Adam was, and we'll see you next time from the same spot, maybe after they get a win against